Here is today's secret. Today is Friday. Welcome to EDIF, where every day is Friday. Get ready to ignite your passion for life, uncover hidden gems of wisdom, and embark on a journey of self-discovery like never before. Join us as we dive into the art of living fully, making meaningful experiences, and embracing the magic of everyday moments. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
What's up, party people? Woo! It's your boy D Bugs from Every Day is Friday and EDIF the Street. Welcome to the DA Show, where we talk about mindsets, current events, and truthfully, how to be happy. I think that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're joining for the first time, welcome to the show. And I promise you, I got 5 hidden gems today that I'm going to give to you, and it's going to make your life just a little bit better. Why? Because I live it every day. So thank you for being here. And I got to tell you, I don't know about everybody out here, but I have to share something with you. I just want to tell you that we know today's Christmas Eve, and it's Hanukkah, and it's the holidays. And I think we got a lot of reflection, if that makes any sense, right? Merry Christmas, Tommy boy. Hey, my man. You know, we talk about the holidays, right, Tommy? Listen, we made another Christmas, right? But it's been a tough 4 years for so many people. And the best part about it is, right? Merry Christmas, Andrew. What's up, baby boy? You too. I mean, let's think about this, Drew, Tommy, everybody joining me today, where it's been tough the last couple of years. I mean, family, friends, the election, things going south. But let me share something with you. I believe I can only tell you my take on it. The holiday spirit. And now we know families can get a little wild. What's up, Rich? Merry Christmas, my brother. Welcome, my man. And I was talking to my family, and everybody comes. No one's the same. Everybody's different. Come on, every family's dysfunctional in some way. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But the thing is, when it comes to the holidays and family and Christmas, I have to reflect of what is the Christmas spirit. Happy good morning, my friend. Merry Christmas, Laquita. You've been with me since the beginning. Love you, kid. Love you. Appreciate you joining. And everybody comes with different situations as you get older. Maybe there's some problems with the family, and this one does this at the family dinner, and this one does that, right? And at the end of the day, here is my daughter. Say hello. Hi. Say hi to everybody. This is my daughter. Say hi. How you doing? I forgot the keys. Smile. There it is. That's my present for Christmas, my girl. But we have to learn to accept people for who they are. And the Christmas spirit, it's about giving. It's about family. It's about relationships. It's about no judgment. You know, there's no judgment on certain. Everyone wants to judge somebody for what they're doing and what's happening, but maybe somebody had a tough run this year or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but they're your family. And maybe you have a little bit more, a little bit less. But when it comes to the holidays, and you're all probably sitting around looking at each other, and maybe have some situations in the past with certain family members. And at the end of the day, I've learned to forgive. I've learned to forgive situations. I've learned to forgive myself, because the wisdom we have today, we may not have had 10 years ago or 15 years ago. But hopefully we grew up and we evolve. And I'm so blessed and thankful to have my family with me on Christmas and Hanukkah and whatever you celebrate. And understand that family is first. And, you know, I remember when I was younger and I grew up with my mom and my sister, and we grew up in the projects, and my mom didn't really have money for Christmas. And this is not any sympathy, but we didn't have money for Christmas presents, and we didn't really celebrate. So my mom would send us to sleepaway camp for 3 months. June, July, August, we go away. And during that time, my mom would save some money because we weren't here. And then we'd have our Christmas in August, because my mom saved enough money to buy us a couple of presents. So the holidays for me, when it comes to, I want to be able to bring that spirit to my family. You know, I love opening gifts with them and seeing them smiling. We talk about the gifts. Listen, if you're able to do it, God bless. And it's just this get together that we only get to do this once with one family. And the quality of your relationships, ladies and gentlemen, is the quality of your life. And as you get older, you'll realize that things that used to be important. What up, D? Merry Christmas, Ross Pitter. Merry Christmas, Danny. Jesus is the reason for the season. And you know what? That's what the Christmas spirit is, isn't it, Dan? Dan, let me talk about that for a minute. Because we talk about faith, family. And I think everybody's turning to that point, D. That's why on Christmas and the holidays, you got to think about, now I never believed in God, D. I didn't have any kind of upbringing to certain religion, but I think as you get older and you evolve and you grow, you realize that God is real. And you're not square because you believe in God or Jesus. At the end of the day, there's something we can't see, but there's this blind faith. There's these miracles that happen. There's this moral code that he gave us. And I think it's catching on again. I think we've had enough of the caricatures and completely trying to destroy this country, destroying faith. We're not going to allow it to happen because that's what got us here. Faith in each other, faith in God, faith in miracles. And when you really have undeniable faith and you truly believe in it, listen, I never did. But the last 10 years, man, I've dove into it and talked to God every day. And I'm blessed and thankful he's part of my life and my kids' lives, right? Doesn't mean you're square, right? Used to be back in the days who went to church and why you going to church. But you know, D, you know my story, D, right? So I truly believe that God leaves you here with a purpose. And remember this, life is always happening for you, not to you. So there's some good things that are going to happen in your life, and there's some bad things that are going to happen in your life. It is what it is. But once you realize this, take this gem down and understand that the good and the bad, God already sees what's in front of you. God sees your future. He knows your path. So temporary pain, do you know why there's temporary pain for short-sighted? Because he sees the light at the end of your tunnel. You just got to have faith and keep moving. When you fall down, see, the best motivation is not through your wins. It's through your losses, knowing that not why me, what does it mean for me? It's giving me the strength to endure. It's giving me something to draw from when I look back and say, I accomplished that. I made it through that. I did that. I had the strength to make it through. You know why? Because we need it. Because as adults, y'all already know what time it is, right? What's up, Gina? Merry Christmas and happy Hanukkah, young lady. And happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I think my sister-in-law said it best this morning. She said, merry everything, right? Merry everything. Next year, I don't know if you heard the Pope was talking that 2025, every 25 years is, and I think this sets the tone, ladies and gentlemen. Please listen to me. Like this page and share it because the world needs a positive message. And here at EDIF, that's all we do. It's about hope and jubilee. It's about hope for the future. It's not listening to the knucklehead media that's a branch of the government trying to tell us how to think, what to do. No, this is America. And at the end of the day, we got the freedom to be who we choose to be, who we want to be. And when you try and censor and you try and stop it, you can kick rocks, bro. That's when I get tripped up because I believe we're all unique, but we're not all special. We all have fingerprints that are different than everybody else. And we all have a passion, a dream, a hope of who we want to become. Don't let that die. There's something called the American dream. And the last 4 years, people, with all due respect, try to steal it because freedom isn't free. And neither is a great life. See, I got 2 daughters. I'm so blessed and thankful for this holiday. Let me tell you what I mean. Like this page and share it because the world needs to hear it. See, family's everything to me because my mom was a little tight and she had to work. My dad wasn't around, so we didn't have those big holidays and family all the time. So when my kids were young, I made it my business to make sure that I was present for them all the time. Show them the love. And if you notice, if you have kids and at the beginning, they're running toward you from the ages of like 1 and 5, and they can't wait for you to come home. And then as they get older, they meet friends and there's less time with them. And then they become teenagers, right? And then there's less time with them. Then they graduate school and then they have a boyfriend or girlfriend and there's less time with them. I just know something. I've been so blessed to spend time with my girls. They are truly my gifts this Christmas. They are the reason for me doing everything I do. And my beautiful wife, I'm so blessed and thankful for her. And family became the cornerstone of everything. So if you have these youngins, know that they're the blessings and souls of life. And when you pour into them, we brought them into this world. It's our job to ensure that we look out for them always. And when they look at me and say, "Good morning, Dad," or "Merry Christmas, Dad," I'm thankful for you. I'm just the luckiest guy in the world. Because I think the greatest title to me is Dad. And I take it really serious. And I know all of you do as well. And then we come to this point where we talk about being grateful. And during this holiday, if we're still talking and we're still breathing and you're actually listening to this podcast, then we've been lucky enough to be here another day. And I say this year, I'm not going to be around next week. I'm going away with the family to make some memories in Disney, right? Love making memories so we have something to draw from. So I think this year for me, and I hope for all of you, is a year of reflection of what you did, where you are today, where you want to go. And think about the things that you're grateful for, the blessings that have been bestowed upon you, and to me too. I mean, we've been at odds with so many people the last 4 years, so much adversity back and forth. But I always believe hope for humanity. And I believe us as humans, we have the ability to forgive. We have the ability to connect again. We have the ability to put things aside differences that may have meant something back then. But as you get older, I know that 54 years are gone already. And if you look back, I'm not having another 54. So I want to create some harmony amongst the people I love. I want to create some unity amongst the people I work with. I just want to create an environment, a community of love and peace, because I think the new rich is peace of mind and truly living a free life to become who you want to become, especially the kids with the influence with social media, directing them certain ways. You know who you are. You know what you love. You know what success looks like for you. And there's no perfect plan to get there. But God has placed something in you, your dreams, your hopes, your personality, your strengths. You don't have to wait for anybody to give them to you. You know why? Because God already placed everything inside you. Don't be afraid to let the world see the shining star that you are. Don't hold in what you truly wanted to be because you're fearing other people's opinions. You know, many years ago, I would do things when I was younger because I'm worried about what somebody thought about me. Maybe I shouldn't say that because they may think you can't please everybody. And you certainly can't live in a body that's not yours. You can't be somebody. It's so difficult to be somebody that you're not. You can't please everybody because if you're doing that, then you're not doing anything for you. And the way to become great in your relationships is this year, reflect on what can I do better? Where can I make a difference? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I really believe, what's up, Bruno, baby? Merry Christmas, my guy. Someone asked me, what do you do? Merry everything. There's my sister-in-law. See, told you. Merry everything, Brother D. Isn't it? Why are we here, ladies and gentlemen? Work on the blessings that you have. See, a lot of times, you got to remember this, that this life was given to us. We had to think about how we got here, of hundreds and thousands and billions of years of evolution. Brought us here. Darren Asatuli's here. Margaret Pagnello's here. Gina's here. Dan's here. Ross Pitt is here. How did we get here? We were here. Wasn't a stroke of luck. There's a reason why you're here. You beat out trillions and trillions and trillions of swimmies just to get here. And you were born. Do you realize how lucky we are, bro? Hey, Tony. What's up, Tony? You know what I'm saying, Tony, right? Merry Christmas to you and your family. Say hello to the kids, man. Please send them my love. Rob and Ava, I remember starting Every Day is Friday during the pandemic, and my two first number one fans was her boy and her girl. I still got the cup. Every Day is Friday. 3.5 years now, we're still doing it because it's a movement of being grateful and understanding that this life, you blink and it's over. But make no mistake, it's about making memories. And you're not too old to make them. You're not too young to make them. When you get older, at my age, and you're 50 or 40, someone asks, what do you want to do the rest of your life? And I just want to make a difference. And I think it doesn't take 1 million people to do it. It just takes a few good people to pour into all you beautiful people to realize that I'm just the luckiest guy in the world. And being born in this great country, I think I won the lotto 3 times. Because if you think about faith, and you think about family, and you think about fun, and then you have the freedom, and then you live every day like it's truly Friday, because it's a gift. You see, if you have all these problems, 99 problems, all right, but your health goes, you don't have 99 problems. You have 1. So I ask you guys, next year, what's for you in 2025? What is your year going to look like? What do you have plans? What do you want to change? Where do you want to grow? What do you want to do with your family, your health, your wealth, your kids, yourself? You need to reflect and take a hard look at what the rest of your life looks like. Because the two things, and listen closely, ladies and gentlemen, like this page and share it. This is a deep one, right? We're afraid, and I talk to a lot of people, and they're afraid and fearing their whole life of two things that don't even exist. And it cuts your life short of all your hopes and dreams, your aspirations, the life you wanted to live. And then you turn back one day and said, I should have, I was supposed to, I didn't try it. Don't let that be you in 2025. See, we're concerned about two things, right? That don't even exist, bro. They're not even here. The future and the past. What are you doing, cuzzo? Yesterday, the past that's there, there ain't nothing you can do to change it. There isn't a pill you can take to make it different. But what you can do is stop beating yourself up of your past, of the things you did wrong, of the mistakes you made. You're able to rectify them in your present moment so you can have a better future. Don't beat yourself up this Christmas, this New Year's. Say, you know what? The past is over. I'm going to divorce my old story, and I'm going to marry my new one. And I'm going to love the person I am, who I've become, because at the end of the day, we're all under construction. We're all growing. We're all learning. When do you retire? You don't. See, you learn a lot more, ladies and gentlemen, not from the wins, but from the pain in those losses. When you got nothing else to do, you're on the bottom, you're crawling your way back. You're giving yourself the strength to push through adversity, to persevere through challenging times, to go through the struggles of life, to give you the strength to have a brighter future, because there is light at the end of this tunnel, ladies and gentlemen, but you got to see it. Tony, I'm going to read it. Be careful out there, my friend. I pulled over and checked around to make sure I had my driver light before I left the store. Some guy pulled up behind me, started cursing, screaming, yelling, jumped out of his truck, throwing hands like I was like kidding me. Right now, I'm a woman. I'm not doing anything wrong. He was absolutely out of his mind. Well, here's the best part, Tony. We can't trust what goes on we don't know what people are going to do, right? You can't worry about it because things are going to happen. Whether that's something you can't control, right? Agreed? You can't control with these wild people. But what you can control is what you do about it. You drove off. 20 years ago, Tony, we wouldn't have drove off. We'd have been like, dude, let's go, bro. We got a problem. Let's go. Jump out of the car, bro. You know what I'm saying, Tony? Right. We'd have been like, we ain't driving off. Let's go. You in? What we gonna do? What you want to do? Right? That's what we did. But then I realized, you know what? You want to come yell, you want to come scream, do what you got to do, man. I'm out. You start breaking my window, kicking my stuff, then there's going to be a situation. Because, see, I'm in control of my situation. I work out, twice a week, 3 times, 4 times a week. I do some strength training twice a week, walk 3-4 times a week, right? Get my mind right, making sure I'm training, make sure I'm ready for a situation. God forbid something happens, and I'll control if I move and shake. They're not going to tell me what I can do, right? So at the end of the day, back in the days, Tony, you would have jumped out of the car. He might have got ran over. You know what I'm saying, T, right? Now, can't worry about it. Like, okay, good. You want to wild out? I'm out. You start threatening me, we can take this to another level because you got to protect yourself, right? How do you deal with family who hurt you and you may see them on? It's tough being around negative people. It is very challenging. Now, it totally depends on the situation, right? Depends on what's in your heart. Depends on, do you have a forgiving heart? Is there a way to work through it? Can you sit down and communicate? Can you make yesterday and the future something different? I've called a lot of people this year that we've had some situations in the past, and you know what's amazing, Patricia? And this is just, I can only tell you from my standpoint. When I picked up the phone and called, they were so happy that I picked up the phone and called. They were like, I was waiting for you to call, D. Because what we think about what's going on in our family's mind or our friend's mind is not what they're thinking. A lot of times there's ego involved and no one wants to pick up the call, right? No one wants to do certain things. But you know what I say? I said, and I mean this sincerely, I say, what would God want me to do? See, and let me tell you let me give you an example. Look, pray about it, right? What does God want? Merry Christmas, Panera, Merry Christmas. And what does God want me to do? How does he want me to take care of this situation? And then every time you ask that question, here's the best part. You usually get a really good answer because that's where faith comes in, right? You see, people say, D, why do you give a bum $50? Why do you help somebody who's in a crisis when they never listen to nobody? Why are you looking to help? I said, listen closely. Pay attention. Like this page and share it. The world needs to hear it. If I give a homeless guy $50 and I did it out of the goodness of my heart and he goes and buys a bottle of Southern Comfort in the cold, guess what? He'll be warm for that night. Or he goes and buys something for himself. You always do the right thing. Doesn't matter what somebody does. You know you did the right thing. And that's how I live my life nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to do good. Whatever you do is up to you. And I don't care where you come from, tall, small, race, color, creed, gender, Democrat, Republican, independent. I believe humanity is the most important thing because we're not here to save ourselves. We're here to save each other. And once you realize that you're able to pour into people, and people need this, people need you more than you think they do. Take your ego and let go of your ego and pick up the call. Call somebody you haven't spoke to in a minute. Be the bigger person. You'll be shocked how many people you knew back then are so thankful to know you now. Because we've grown up. We've changed. Things are different. And it'll make you feel better knowing that you get forgiveness in your heart. Because I'll tell you the truth, I don't got no beef with anybody anymore. I forgave myself. I forgave the people that did me dirty. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like you forgive and God got you. You're 100%. If it was back in the day, I would not have thought twice. I know you wouldn't have, Tone. I cannot believe this man was talking to me the way he was carrying on, the way he was, meaning he's having a bad day. I feel bad for his wife because if that's the way he spoke to me and throwing his hands at me, doing absolutely nothing wrong, I feel bad for the wife. And you know what's the best about that, Tony? You went, maybe there's something going on in that guy's life that we just don't know about. Maybe he lost his daughter this morning. No excuse for his actions. I get it. But maybe he lost his daughter or his mom passed away. I remember when I used to Tony, we used to open up the doors for people, right? And they used to never say thank you, right? I'm like, yo, dude, like, you're welcome, bro. Right? I was like, you're welcome. But then I learned, I'm like, maybe that person this morning woke up and the doctor called him and said, hey, man, you got 3 months to live, bro. See, I heard this story, Tone. I'll share it with you, and I'm with you on this, right? And there was a guy, let me give you, for example, like this page and share because the world needs to hear it. This is kind of how I look at things now. Before I do things, I kind of think before I do them. Before I would just jump in, but I learned patience and I learn to see what people are going through before I do anything. So we're on a train. There's a story. A man was on a train, and I'm next to him, right? And his kids are running back and forth on the train. Little kids. They're knocking into my paper. They're knocking down my paper, screaming and yelling. And this guy's just sitting there like this, not doing nothing. Like, your kids are wilding out. They're knocking my paper down. I'm like, dude. I'm like, how many times are you going to do this, bro? Right? So you know what I did? I turned around. I've had enough. Many years ago, right? Turned around and said, dude, you don't see your kids like wilding out, knocking people's papers down, screaming? No disrespect, bro. Can you control your kids, my guy? The guy turned to me and he said, I would. But they just lost their mom this morning. And I lost my wife. I don't know what to do, man. That'll change your life forever, man. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't know, bro. I'm really sorry. Sometimes people are doing things based on their circumstances because situations happen. And I'm not saying that people that wild out and just, shoot people. I'm not saying, when it gets to, but there are certain things that happen sometimes that people just can't control their actions at times. And I just wish, I just pray for them. And I keep it moving. And I know this Christmas for so many people, it's been a tough 4 years. But I promise you something, and I mean this. You got to have this faith. You got to believe in your family. You got to have some fun, and just know that this day could be bad, tomorrow can be better. And if you always believe this one thing, right, that better days are coming. The future looks fantastic. I can see light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to get this. I'm going to do that. All these good things. And then if something bad happens, you'll deal with it. When it happens. If it happens. Because 99% of the stuff we think about in this crazy mind of ours, bro, it doesn't happen because thoughts are not real. They're just things. Yo, Danny, my main man, my boy. Me and Danny been going back on Every Day is Friday for years, right? And we just believe, we talk about it all the time, how it's all about living this life, being grateful for what we've been given, opening up your fridge, knowing you got food on the table this Christmas, you got family around this Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate is up to you. At the end of the day, really just look around. I'm doing it right now, just knowing that I'm still here. And someday I won't be. But I want to get the most out of this life before I'm gone. And I want to make a difference. And hopefully I can give you something today to take with you. Knowing that whatever somebody said to you in the past, whatever you've done, maybe you go to confession or just forgive yourself and forgive those around you and find some peace. Because once you find peace, then you could begin to travel. And once you take everything off, all the stress, all the regrets, all the people that once you let it go and you start anew, because 2025, I have a great feeling, not just for this country, but for all you beautiful people, will be the greatest year ever if you choose to want it that way. And I just want to thank all of you for giving me the opportunity every week to come out here and keep it real with you, to share my life with you. Mad love since day one. Yo, D, feelings mutual, my brother. Yeah, day one, three and a half years ago, bro. Right? It was just a movement. Just every day is Friday because it's a gift. And hopefully I can give that to you and know that, God, how lucky we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, from my family to yours, have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah. I won't see you for the new year. I'll be away with the family. But I hope all of you have an incredible holiday, incredible new year. And I thank you for allowing me into your hearts every week or every day when I post something positive and you engage with me. Let's just get more people in for 2025 because it's been rough. But here at Every Day is Friday, we're going to be the most positive, thankful, grateful, successful, fulfilled family in the entire universe. You know why? Because I love you all. And at the end of the day, life is about love. Life is about sticking together. Spreading love is the Brooklyn way, the Jersey way, the American way. So do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Take something with you. See you in a few hours. I love you, Margaret. I'll see you in a few hours. Mona Queen, what's up? Family. Mona, say hello to the family for me. I know it's been a long time. I just wanted you to know that I love Chance. I loved your family. You're always good to me, Lisa. Your daughter sent that picture when we were kids and I was holding Chance in my hand. Put tears in my eyes, bro. But I got nothing but good memories, Mona, of us living. We were wilding out when we was in the projects. We going to the clubs, hanging out at the park. You know what I'm saying, Mona, right? Come on. I know you smiling when you're driving. Think about the times we had. Think about the good times we were living, right? We got a lot to draw from, and I'm thankful for you, Lisa. You're always good to me. I love you and the family. Please wish them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is Danny, my boy. I humbly bow before your honor. A solid head nod to the cool kid tearing it up and enjoying the playground of life. Thanks for showing me some adventures and fun paths to the garden of the mind. I appreciate your awareness as we are creators. D, love you, brother. I don't know how you know me so well, but you do. That's God's work, man. And I feel the same about you, D, since day one. You know, we ride or die, homeboy. Yo, love you, Laquita. Mona Queen, I know you're feeling, right? I know, you see it, right? You remember those times? You see, when we think about the past, instead of thinking about the things we messed up, why don't we take 2025 and start talking to our family and our friends about the good times we had? Mona, Lisa, I'll bet you any amount of money. If me, you, and the crew got into a room right now, what would we be talking about? I know we wouldn't be talking about some nonsense, right? Oh, you messed up. We'd be like, yo, remember the time we went to the spot? Do you remember the time we was out in the hood? You remember the time we was doing this? Oh, you remember that time we was dancing? They was kicking up the freestyle. We went to the spot with Chris and the whole crew, and then all of a sudden, boom, things went down. I mean, there's so many things to draw from, and it just brings a smile to your face. I was telling my brother-in-law yesterday, because listen, you get older, you have a family, right? Lisa, you feeling it, Lisa? Right? All of you. Think about sometimes this year and the next week and sit around with your friends and let's talk about back in the days, the good times. I was talking to my brother-in-law yesterday and we were talking about, do you remember the time we got kids now, we have family and mortgages, things get tight, But then we go back and I sat with him. I said, bro, why don't you think about the times we went to the clubs and had a good time? He goes, oh, I said, remember the time in the Hamptons? He was like, yeah, D. I said, remember the time we was dancing with Johnny Dance? I said, remember that time? And all of a sudden he started getting happy and feeling good. That's what we need to do. We can't just look at the bad times. Okay, we got a few of those. But what about the good times? During Christmas time, talk about New Year's, talk about the good times. And then when you get that opportunity of the people that aren't with us anymore, never stop talking about them because that's how you keep them alive. Whether it's your mom, your dad, your grandfather, someone close to you, talk about them. Speak about them. Keep their memory alive. Big smile. You see what I'm saying, Lisa? Well, you made me smile, kid. You always looked out for your boy. I'll never forget that. Always love. And for everybody joining today, this is a little bit longer than usual, but everybody have a Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year. Know that I'll be here next year with all of y'all, and we got some good stuff for the next year coming to you. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, be present, be grateful, be thankful, and know no matter what happens, life is always happening for you, not to you. Love you, Lisa. Say hi to the family. Danny, love you, brother. Laquita, all love. You already know. I ain't got to tell you. Margaret, I'll see you soon. Tony, send love to you and the family. Patricia, much love. Danny, everybody, I'll see y'all soon. Yo, until next year, it's your boy D Bugs. And don't ever forget, I love you. Until next time. Peace, y'all. Love you all, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything, man. Don't forget, man, this is Christmas, Hanukkah, the holidays. Be so thankful. Give some love and pick up the phone to somebody you ain't spoke to in a minute that you know you have in your heart. You know you want to pick up that call. You know you want to connect with somebody. Don't let your ego, let go of your ego. Start connecting because life is about the quality of your relationships becomes the quality of your life. Give it an opportunity. I promise you, you won't regret it. Until next time. Peace, y'all.